1945, the Germans killed many millions of non-Jewish civilians in Germany itself and in every occupied country, often in massive reprisal actions or after prolonged torture. The shooting down in cold blood of unarmed, defenceless Greeks, Poles, Yugoslavs, Czechs, Russians, and men and women and children of dozens of other nationalities, all of them citizens who had taken no part in military action, was a feature of Nazi rule throughout Europe. Among those murdered were as many as 250,000 Sinti, tens of thousands of homosexuals, and tens of thousands of mentally disabled. Also murdered, often after the cruelty of torture, were several million Soviet prisoners of war, shot or starved to death long after they had been captured and disarmed.
Hello, my name is Henry Schachter. I just want to introduce you to my daughter Hope, who now accompanies me whenever we go to schools to do the talks. It was my idea to remind ourselves where the Jews came from that were murdered. Mostly they were murdered in the East, but they came from all over Europe, as has been previously said. There were three places I'd forgotten about. One was the Jews of Tunis, 600 of which were handed over to the Gestapo, to the SS, and sent all the way to the killing camps in Poland from North Africa. I forgot about them. The others were the Jews who had tried to escape from the oncoming Wehrmacht in France by going to the Channel Islands, Guernsey and Jersey, from which they never returned either. And also, after the war, which ended in 1945, May of 1945, between 45 and 1947, 2,700 Polish Jews, on being liberated, who were returning to their homes to see if there were any family members or if they could return to their houses, were murdered. They were found in fields or buried, never to be seen again, after the war. So I'll now hand you over to my daughter, who will read out the countries in ascending order.
Albania, 250. Norway, 900. Estonia, 2,500. Bulgaria, 14,000. Italy, 24,000. Greece, 62,000. Belgium, 65,000. France, 70,000. Latvia, 84,000. The Netherlands, 120,000. Lithuania, 140,000. Czechoslovakia, 228,000. Romania, 230,000. Germany and Austria, 273,000. Hungary, 550,000. Ukraine and Russia, 1.5 million. Poland, 3 million.
And of course, many of those people were relatives of some of those around us today.
Names of community relatives who perished in the Holocaust: Julius Bauer, Shmuel Berman, Eugene Biener, Regina Biener, Philip Biener, Benjamin Bornstein, Sauer Bornstein, Simon Erdmann, Rosa Erdmann, Frieda Friedler, Abraham Friedler, Dora Habel, Gershon Habel, Jean Habel, Clara Habel, Michelle Israelito Stein, Dr. Max Jonas. I apologise for any mispronunciation.
Very soft voice. Could you hear me?
These are also names of community relatives who perished in the Holocaust. Which the first one is Rucker Lee Pivnik, who was my great-great-grandmother. And then one of her sons, Slivas Pivnik, and his wife, Fagla Pivnik. Their children, Hendla Pivnik, Maya Pivnik, Hannah Pivnik, Wolf Pivnik, and Joseph Pivnik. Other community members: Jacob Rosenfelder, Johanna Rosenfelder, Natalie Siegner, Alfred Tuck, Ernest Tuck, Fritz Tuck, George Tuck, Hill Tuck, Carl Werner Tuck, Susanna Tuck, Joseph Weiss, Sarah Weiss, Leo Wildman, Vega Wildman, Irma Sanka, Salman Sanka, and family.
I would add to that two sisters of my aunt, Marla and Franga.